This is the FV4202, a Tier 10 British tech tree medium, a vehicle that got slightly nerfed and buffed at the same time in Update 10.3. The major changes were that it lost about 150 damage per minute. It's still pretty solid though. I mean, even running calibrated shells on this vehicle, you are going to have about 3,650-ish DPM with the Hesh, which is more than basically any other medium. I mean, yeah, a Leopard has 4k effective DPM, but it doesn't deal 440 damage a shot. I'd much rather be brawling a Leopard in a 4202 than another Leopard, to be completely real. Not only does the 4202 still feature high DPM if you use it properly, but it also has a great top speed of 60 kilometers per hour. It has 10 degrees of gun depression and armor that is incredibly troll. The upper plate is basically an auto bounce for anything that shoots at it. I've had 183 shoot at my upper plate, and it'll go bling because it's a super steep angle and it's about 300 mils thick. The turret is definitely the weaker point of the vehicle. It's about 250, 260. You will get the occasional bounce on it, but for the most part, it's not a very solid turret, and you shouldn't trust it like your life depends on it. Overall, it's just a really solid take. Other changes that were done to the vehicle in the good, its cheap HE now deals 480 damage instead of 440, and the vehicle also has a slightly better aiming time with the Hesh gun. So that's pretty nice, because who doesn't want a better aiming time with a gun that does deal massive damage? Overall, I really like the 4202. I've always really liked the 4202. Any vehicle that has a unique playstyle that, if played properly, can be very solid, I'm going to enjoy. So here we are in our first game. Up against us, we do have MJ, which is a pretty dang solid player, so this could be an iffy game. But the good news is I will be on medium side, so hopefully we won't actually have to fight him. Alright. Well, let's see what we can do. Normally, I don't go to the wide spot. Normally, I cut to mid. However, because MJ's in the 57 heavy, he might be smart enough to know where I go, and he might try to go mid and clip me if I go to that spot that's right there. So instead, we're going to chill here. Indeed, he did go mid, so yeah, I'm glad that I didn't end up going here. Okay, well, let's see. We got the Leopard one off to the side. Maybe we can get a shell into his vehicle. Aiming. There you go. Leopard gets bonked twice, which is obviously pretty important. The Object 140 is down low, and we got the 4005 in front. Alright, let's get a shell into the 4005. Thank you for 330. And now we reload. Alright, well, let's just do that real quick. And I'm just going to take another bonk into his turret. I mean, right now we're doing fine. That 4202 is obviously not getting any damage into us. We got the 57 heavy off to the side. There you go. Nice shot. This is a pretty solid spot for this game so far. Let's reload again. I don't trust my Hesh to pen that Kron, so we're just going to fire a standard AP in. But yeah, we're getting some bleeds out, which is obviously really good so far. We got the TVP all the way off to the side, and we're not able to get any shells into the TVP yet. That's alright. We're going to get a shell into the back of the Leopard. Big slap there. Big slap. Leopard is dead now. TVP's backing off. Okay. 4005's already dead, which is also very, very important. Alright. Well, at this point, it's not looking too bad for our team, but we are still going to have to take advantage of what we can, because it could still very easily be a loss if not. Alright, we got the 140 off to the side. Easy 460 roll into his vehicle. Again, a great example of the Hesh output this vehicle has. Being able to roll players for a whopping 440 does feel pretty dang nasty. We're going to aim it on the rear of the 140. Even though that didn't pen, that's fine, because we did track him, which is still pretty solid to be completely real. Let's aim it on the side of his vehicle. Unfortunately, we're not able to get that shell out, and what looked like a victory is very quickly fading into now what looks to be a defeat, if I'm going to be completely honest. The Patton is now dead, the 62A is down low, which is not great help, and the TVP's on my rear, which is also not fantastic for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go wide up top, because this should be a pretty solid spot for me to get the Object 140 cleared, which is good. And the TVP's over here. We got the Kron off to the side. Okay. We're just going to chill right here for now. We're going to wait. TVP looks like he's going to start running. And there you go. Nice 452 shot all the way into the TVP. Not bad. Alright, well, we've done some decent damage. Unfortunately, we missed the opportunity to kill that 57. But that's alright. We finish off the Kron. And just like that, it's been a pretty solid game so far. We're up to 3,660 damage. It is a 3v3. But we can still win this. We can definitely still win this. Right now, I'm going to go wide. I need to figure out what we're going to do, but our Kron is bleeding a lot, which is not what we want. Oh, but there you go. The 57's dead. At this point, it's a win. MJ was really the only person I was super worried about, so because our Kron was able to finish off MJ, I'm not too worried anymore. We get a Hesh shell into the enemy Hovery, and let's see what we can do here. Let's see. I'm just gonna push this guy, and hopefully my teammates will help me out. Here we go. Another easy shot into the Hovery. And let's just reload. Get another shell in. Here we go. There you go. Another nice Hesh. Easy peasy. Great example of the 4202. See, people say the tank's nerfed, but it's really just not. I mean, the gun on the vehicle is fantastic. Sure, it doesn't have the 3,300 DPM that an STB or a lot of mediums have. I mean, the 30B is upwards of 3,500 now. But you don't need damage per minute to always get out high damage games. If you use the Hesh, like we did in this game, you will win. You could not have done what we did to that enemy Hovery, roll 500 and finish off that player with any other medium. And this game probably could have been a loss if we were in any other medium because of the fact that, again, you don't have that damage output. That TVP wouldn't have been a one-shot, which means he could have clipped us. There's just so many examples where having the higher damage is a benefit. Now, there are also examples where not having that alpha is a big downside. But in this game, clearly having the Hesh was a benefit, and it allowed us to get out some big damage numbers, 5,200, an ace, and a high caliber, so I can't really complain. Let's do another game, see if the 4202 can do just as well. Here we are in another battle. What do we have up against us? We got a YAG, K91, M5, Yo, and an Object 752. Okay. Yeah, they got a pretty solid lineup in terms of heavies, but they have a lot of mediums as well. 907 and the KPZ 30B, all super deadly. The thing about the 4202, it does not feature good turret armor, as I said earlier. Anybody that has a brain will just load heat if they even struggle with AP, and they'll pen you every single time. And you don't have a premium shell in the 4202. So a vehicle like the Kampfpanzer 50-ton that normally is a very easy pen is not an easy pen at all. And unfortunately, we get spotted by the 30B for some reason. We must have entered the bush a little bit poorly. So because of that, not a great start to this game. To be fair, it's only 300 health. It's not the end of the world, but still, I don't like bleeding health unnecessarily, and that's what we just did there. Alright, well, let's just take a blind shot at the bush where the 30B was in. It doesn't really hurt. Oh, well, we actually weren't wrong in taking the blind shot. Unfortunately, it just didn't end up being what we needed to have happen. Our 268 just lost a crap ton of health, which is really bad. We're going to push off a little wide over here. We got the 30B off to the side. The accuracy on the 4202 is not something I would praise. Its on-movement dispersion is actually the problem. It's not the accuracy. It's the fact that the gun is very inaccurate on the move, and it can cause you to miss a lot of easy shots. But we do end up hitting our shell on the 30B, which is pretty important. And we're going to chill right here for now. We're going to see if he pokes again. I will push up and help out the Progetto. Let's see. I'm going to push up. Hopefully we can get some big slaps out here. We got the enemy KPZ off to the side. Unfortunately, that bounces. We're just going to roll around here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right. Well, the KPZ is not a threat. And, okay, go. All right. Let's just push the 30B. There you go. Nice shot in. And let's see. I'm going to push past the YAG. We're going to chill right here and bonk. Finish off that player. All right, that was obviously very, very important. The YAG is looking right at our teammate, and we're going to get directly behind him here. This is what we needed. This is obviously where we're able to make use of our high DPM, stay behind the YAG Panzer, get another Hesh pen into his vehicle. 550 roll right there. And, ooh, I don't want to be shot by this guy, so we're going to, okay, good. We're going to wait for our teammate to finish him off. The Progetto is now being pushed by the Kampfpanzer 50-ton, so this guy is obviously in a bit of stress, but we do get the clear. Unfortunately, this is indeed going to be a loss. Somehow, our team has managed to throw this entire battle. I mean, I don't even know how. I mean, everybody on our team, if they had just pushed the YAG and the 30B and stayed in cover, killed the YAG and 30B, and not bled other areas, we would have been fine. But for some reason, our team just really, really wanted to bleed health this battle. So, oh well. Let's aim it on the K91. Let's see. Come on. Drive over the ridge. Do it. Yes. Oh, really? That's so annoying. I just want to try and get 3k before the game ends. That's really all I want here. Ah, again, the Hesh on this gun is incredible, but it can also be really, really disappointing sometimes. Alright, well, we're just going to chill right here. Let's aim it on the Yo. He hits us full speed on the move, but we do at least hit him in the lower plate with a Hesh shell, which is what I want, so can't get too mad there. Let's aim it on again. Nice. Another Hesh pen. Another 400 damage right there. Not too bad. We have the 907 off to our side. We got the K91 over here. Let's get a nice pen into the K91. Then let's push low and try and help out our teammate with the Yo. Here we go. And bonk. Nice shot. Alright, let's just go into cover now. Okay, not bad, not bad. To be fair, this game's not like a complete loss, but it's not looking great either. There you go. Nice clear into that player. Now, this is a complete loss, let's be real. I mean, I've done a decent chunk this game at this point, which is obviously pretty good. Let's just, oh, he actually bounced me. There you go. Nice shot finishing off the enemy K91. Let's just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh, boy. Well, it's probably not going to matter here. But you know what? You never know. Maybe this 907 will bounce us. Oh, he did indeed bounce us. Now we got to turn towards the 7... What? I don't think it would have mattered. The 907 probably would have killed us. But how did we bounce that 752? That's so lame. It was a perfect shot. Oh well. Again, the 4202 is fantastic. We did 5,000 damage. We didn't block much, but again, the gun is just great on the vehicle. The Hesh allows you to get out so much. And sure, we had a couple shots that messed with us. The one on the... Actually, both shells on the K91 were rather irritating. If those hadn't bounced, could have been a win. But to be fair, the first shot wasn't the Hesh, it was just the gun not liking us. The second shot was definitely a bit irritating. But overall, we did a great job this game. We did more than we should have been able to. The 121, or 120 was actually a decent player, to be honest. The rest of the team, I don't know what they were doing. That 268 YOLO'd into the front line and then bled all of his health immediately, which is not something you want to do in a TD. You want to stay back, wait, gauge the situation, then push in. But oh well, we did a great job, and I think we illustrated why I believe the FE4202 is still an amazing vehicle. I was honestly really surprised when I saw Fatness put this in the F tier. I know he doesn't personally like the tank, but it's still easily one of the strongest tier 10 mediums if played properly. Keep that in mind. If you're an average player and you see me doing well in this vehicle and you pull it out, it's not just a willy-nilly, oh, I'm going to do well in it. You do need to understand how to play it. But it's an amazing tank when played properly. Hopefully enjoyed today's video. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.